Hi there again. Hey, I just had an update on my house and the issues of the this recording. Okay, uh, uh, the issues of nicotine cessation that last time I used it was January 24th of 2023, and this is now April 12th of 2023. However, there was a few times where I had to well, two major the other time, but the minor. But when I was trying to write something, and my brain was mush, so I had to have a little nicotine. Where I said this study I have schizophrenia bulletin on one of those bookcases back there, where the study appeared. They just happened to send it to me when I was trying to get published. So here's an example of what article you're trying to write, like this in this issue. But it also was the same issue as the nicotine uh, medical benefit to schizophrenics for focusing and memory. Yeah. So 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 I've been off of nicotine since January 25th, and there was a couple times I had to pick it up. One time I was trying to write something, and after two paragraphs, it was so scrambled I couldn't horsepower mentally through it without nicotine. Then my norm was normal again. My mind was normal again. So I could write. I got 4 pages out of that, two paragraphs that way, with using the nicotine. So so what does this mean? I'm back on nicotine now. I didn't plan on that. I was enjoying the quiet solitude, the peacefulness of just solitude. Uh, but I can't get any work done. I can't communicate with people. I piss people off when I try to write them a letter, and then when I do look at it after I have had nicotine, I see that between every other word, there should have been another word in some places, all throughout it. Document, word document. So I don't want to hear it. Smoking is not good. Vaping is not good. Shove it. I know the deal on it. I wrote about it in my second book. I'm a published author of two books on schizophrenia and related issues. Um if you're in Ohio, you can get them for free from the library system if you have a card. A little tidbit. But this nicotine thing was making me nuts, man. I got when I went without nicotine to a peaceful place in my being, my being. I'm calling myself. But anyways, I evidently needed nicotine to communicate with people in an intelligent, rational, verbal way. If I lose the nicotine entirely, I lose the ability, if I'm called upon suddenly, to snap into a fast-paced conversation, or if I'm trying to write something, the ability is just gone, intellectually gone. The longer I go without nicotine, I've only used it a few times since January, so this is all May, April. What the hell is this? April, I guess it's April, but April 12th actually. I just looked at the calendar a while ago. Uh, so this is fucked up, man. You have to have nicotine to have your brain work. You're full with your full intelligence, verbal intelligence, verbal fluency of your intelligence. Well, that's what appears to be happening here. And now the person I was referring to has gotten several emails about technical issue in the last, I don't know, a few weeks or month or whatever. And he said that they're progressively getting incoherent. And then when I had nicotine, I knew it was time to get it. And then it makes the whole thing. Well, I read the same paper, the letter that I wrote. He said, read it again. And well, between two words here and there, every so often, it would need another third word added. It would jumble, and I didn't know it. Okay, so this is what nicotine does for schizophrenic people. Some schizophrenic people, maybe not all, but 90% of us are lifelong smokers. And I was going to enter the 10% that weren't. But I've been vaping for 13 years actually at this point. Oh, it's over 13 years. Yeah, I'm looking at the date. Uh, so so that's a win-win situation, man. When you quit combusting tobacco, because then that's the danger where you smoke carbon, burn particles of vegetable matter. I mean, plant matter. I mean, in any kind of smoke in your lungs is not good for your health of your lungs. The older you get, you know that. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care if you're a psychiatrist. you can still not tell. You just keep your opinion to yourself because there are two schools of thought. One, that this nicotine theory is all true, and two is the other school of thought says that there's not a bit of truth to it. Well, I don't trust that second opinion on that. The opinion I had for almost 20 entire years, we worked on this together to get me on e-cigarettes and staying on them, and it was part of what the doctor and I, psychiatrist and I worked on, was staying off, getting off the nicotine and staying on the vapor until she left the area a year or two ago now. I don't know. But anyway, I don't see the psychiatrist who had a problem with me. I see his nurse practitioner, and she understands me. He wasn't born here, and she was. So that might be part of the issue there. But with some foreigners being doctors, they just don't know how our society evolves or how we grow up. I mean, in the 1960s, for instance, myself, I mean, so 1970s was the rest of the way, being cured of some of my ailments, but other ones just beginning that have lasted through this day with this nicotine interaction necessary to do anything. So we got 6 minutes, 15 seconds here. That long enough for you today. So I have to go back on nicotine in order to function intellectually compatible with who I've always been verbally. It's a verbal intelligence, verbal fluency, and it sucks when you have to, because I was over these things, man. I beat the addiction to them. They used to call it worse than heroin addiction to beat, and I had beat it. My own methodology, ways of dealing with it. So now I guess I'll get really addicted to it again in order to stay sane or to seem intelligent and not like a fool, dumbass. Incoherent person or something. I don't know. It makes that much difference. I said elsewhere in my writings that nicotine is like a neuropsychiatric drug and the effects it has on the human brain, or can have. So that's the name of the game here. So I don't want to hear it. If I'm smoking somewhere I'm not supposed to be, kiss my ass. Have a nice day.